It's not just success, it's not just being an empire builder or whatever. There's a distinguishing feature here, and the distinguishing feature is that you don't want it just because. There's actually something else that's driving you, and what's driving you is some core expression inside that you're not willing to compromise. And so there is a difference between someone who will just go hard for the money per se, and someone who will make a decision about how hard they'll go based on a core essence of integrity. Am I? Yeah? Okay. So if this is who you are, then you're in the right place and we're in the right conversation, because that's the type of person that I work with, is they want success, but they truly want it on their terms without compromising something precious inside. That it might take you this much time or whatever to really, really step into something that is a true expression of who you are. That requires an enormous amount of patience and an enormous amount of belief in yourself and an enormous amount of courage to just keep stepping up. It is rare that you come across somebody who can really stand in what success is for them. Now, that doesn't mean to say that we're not on a journey to personal mastery or self-discovery and so on and so forth, but it really is understanding that there is no there that you can get to. And so if there's no there that you can get to, then what we have to do is we've got to start with where we are. And to start with where we are, I'm going to challenge you to really start defining success for yourself. And in order to do that, what we've got to do is we've actually got to untangle all of the social and cultural and family conditioning that we have that says success should look like this. When we're really looking at what success is, and this is what I would, this is part of what I would say is a really good homework assignment, is to start looking at what it means to you. And in order to do that, we have to get past our egos, which is pretty hard work, by the way. We have to get past our egos, and we have to get past all of the things that want us to, that says that we need to look or do or be a particular way. Society says, therefore, that success should look like X. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to do yourself a very big favour for your life, and that is to really challenge that for you. And really look at, what does success mean to me? What does it mean for me? What will it look like when I get there? How will I know? Or actually, do I need to get anywhere at all? So ambition is like the horizon. You're looking at the horizon, and who's ever been on a boat, or either on the ocean or on a big flat field, desert, and you're driving, and the horizon keeps getting further away, but and so ambition is something that you never actually reach. Now, I'm not anti having things to move towards, but what I'm challenging you to do is have the things that you're moving towards be generated from inside and not from over there. When I have this, I'll feel successful. Or when I have this, I will be happy. Everyone with me? And so what I'm asking you to do is bring this back inside and go, I am this, and by the way, I'm going for that. Inquiry for me. And for me, the way I measure success in my own life is it comes down to an interior conversation with myself. When I honour the truthful expression of who I am, and I mean the truthful expression of who I am, including my intuition, when I honour that all the time, which I don't, by the way, I'm working on it. When I honour that all the time, that, for me, is success. I want to look at the people that I aspire to are the people that have taken a stand for who they are, and they honour that. The older guys that I work with that have amazing careers are, at soul level, they're bankrupt. Completely bankrupt. Often have no strong relationship with family, they don't know who they are. You know, it's tragic. Genius is the spirit that we are born with that inhabits us. That's the Latin word of it. It's kind of the place that is us. And so I truly believe that we all have a very unique contribution, that there is no one else in the world that is going to see the world the way you do, that has the experiences that you have, and all. The challenge of being human is to really get to know the aspects of ourselves that are our genius, our uniqueness, that is not the same. Lynette is not the same. And this is where we need witnesses in our lives to be able to see the truth of who we are, but not because they have an agenda on us. And so, I mean, for me, this is the role of the sacred parent, or the real archetype of a coach, however you want to put that, in whatever form, is that my role is to see your truth more clearly than you see it, and to hold the space for that to be made manifest. The people that you have in your lives, the people that you truly trust to do that, must also have the courage and the care, and I really mean care, to hold you to account when you're playing less than that. Which, for the person that's holding the space for you, requires enormous love, enormous care, and enormous courage. Because oftentimes we know as human beings that we show up in a lesser way, yes? And I truly believe this, of all my years of working with people, that people want to be held to their greatest self. I've never met a human being that doesn't want to be held to their greatest self. And the reason why they're not is because most people don't. Or the reason we get away with our stuff is because everybody lets us, including ourselves. We have available to us at all times the ability to know the truth about the decisions that we need to make. So who's ever had a state of confusion about do this or do that? Who's got some of that running right now? State of confusion. Yeah, okay. So I'm really going to challenge you. I truly believe that you know what you need to do. Now, when every single part of you lines up, and this is a yes, and we have access to that always. Always, always, always. So if you have confusion in your life, it's just the lie that you're telling yourself because you don't really want to look at what it is that you really need to look at. You know, I just want you to imagine if you really lived at this level of truthfulness around your own life. What this is asking of us is it's asking us to bring our genius and our whole selves, and risking no less than everything for that. And in my world, that is what success looks like. And whether I get, and unfortunately the tragedy of this is that it doesn't always mean you get the fame and the glory. But can I look myself in the eye in the morning and go, I like who I am. And I'm living my truth. And that, to me, is what I define as success.